Hey everyone, Tony Walsh here. Welcome back to the channel. It is Sunday, June 30th. So we are back from vacation and this is our first appearance at the garden. It's on Sunday morning, a little after 11, which means we're out of church. The garden's actually greener than I thought. So John did a great job watering it while we're gone. So let's turn around and see what we had. I think I have said this before, but in an earlier life, I had about, let's see, 300 pecan trees that I had on my own and some that I was leasing. And I was constantly picking up limbs, spraying grass, spraying trees, fertilizing. And I missed time with John doing all that. So I got rid of all that and went to work for a living. And you see these limbs? It's a never-ending battle. Anybody that has a pecan orchard knows the struggles. Well, let's look at the garden. So Jackie's already picking some peppers. Let's see, we still got peppers there. Some more cucumbers there, some peppers there, peppers there. This plant's really popped out while we were gone. Let me zoom out where you can see how big it's got. What happened to this one behind you? We didn't blow it over, it just fell over.
I just pulled it up.
Oh, she just pulled that one up. So.
Something's been eating on it.
Oh, let's see what else we got. Got white acre peas that's got to be picked. Pepper or cucumber plant's about dead. Here we've got my screw up for the year is our zipper peas and okra mix planted in the same rows. That was not intentional, that was accidental. And then got our corn over there, so it's time to get to watering. And we have not had any measurable rain here in a long time. So it did rain a little bit last night, but not enough to even hardly say it rained. So let me get to picking and I'll show you what we got when we're done. So Jackie picked some okra, which you see here, and showed you the peas that need to be picked. But then we got to looking at the corn and have decided it needs to be picked, and it's just too dang hot out there. So we've decided to come home and get out of the heat of the day. I'm gonna go back this evening right before dark. And here is our peaches and cream, or it's bicolor corn. And it was planted April the 22nd. So the ears aren't that big, but you know, with our drought and the weed invasion that we had, we're happy with what we got. So let's get it picked and see how much we got. Hey, here's our 2 rows of Silver Queen corn. It's about 107 ears, but some of them are only partial ears, so not 107 real ears. But with the drought we've had, all the grass that took over, you know, it's just, I'm pleased with 100 ears of corn. And that's just the Silver Queen. We still got the bicolor or the peaches and cream to pick. So more to come. Okay, you saw the okra harvest, you saw the corn harvest, and here is the white acre pea harvest. So we still have the zipper peas to pick and the 2 rows of peaches and cream bicolor corn that still like to be picked. So stay tuned for more. Okay, out of all that corn that you saw, and remember that's just half of our corn. That is just the 2 rows of Silver Queen. We still have 2 rows of peaches and cream to pick, but we ended up with 9 pint bags, and you can see here. And we just use pints because it's easier to open 2 pint bags than it is 1 quart bag. Because if it's just Jackie and I, we don't need to open a quart bag. So we'd rather just do pints. So we got 9 pints there, and you can see we just put the date that we picked it, of course, and then it's got our name on it, so we know it's not store-bought corn or corn that we got from the local U-Pick farm. This is corn that we grew, of course, in Silver Queen. But Jackie ended up buying some little handy dandy gadgets here. She's got about 6 or 7 of these things. And they are adjustable, so that there holds the pint bag where you can just dip the corn in there. And if I can get her to adjust that, they just pull up and they adjust for a quart bag or even a gallon bag. So just a little handy dandy device from Amazon, and I'll try to remember to put the link in the description of the video, so that way if that's something that interests you, you can go right to Amazon and get you some. I'm not going to make any money off of it, so Amazon's going to make the money, not me. So let's see what we got next. So all the corn is picked, and we're not going to pick any more of these peas here because it's just got too weedy and just can't trust whether there's a snake down there or not. But I say that, but then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to pull all these corn stalks up by hand and just throw them on the ground to where they will start the decaying process, and then I'll come across with a hair and scratch this up to get ready to start on a fall garden. I'm not going to bore you with a time lapse or you watching me pull these corn stalks up. I'm just going to do it by hand. There's 4 rows and they're a 100-foot piece. I need the exercise. I've got long pants on to protect myself from my skin cancer. So let's get to pulling some corn stalks. Well, that was about a 2-hour job, only because it'd take me 5 to 10 minutes to go down one row, but then I'd take a break for about 15 or 20 minutes to get back in the shade, rehydrate, and watch a few videos. They were real simple to pull up because since it was so dry, the roots were shallow. The overwhelming majority I was just able to pull up with one hand, and I just laid them over. And again, I did this by hand to where it would start the decomposition process. And I wanted to eliminate soil compaction by running a tractor in a rotary mower, or having to run the tractor and harrow it up 2 or 3 times. So I figured I'd just pull these up by hand, let them start decomposing, and then it'll make them easy to harrow up. Before I show this last clip, I just want to thank each and every one of you that have supported our channel over the past few years and has got us to 2,300 subscribers. I would have never really thought that we'd have ever made the 1,000, but when we did, I thought, well, shoot, okay, we're done. Now we're at 2,300. So life's been good, and that's all due to y'all. So just a heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you. Okay, folks, I think I'm about ready to close this video out. It is July 6th, and I'm starting some fall tomatoes. To the right here in these 2 trays, that would be 12 strawberry margaritas, and to the left right here in these 3 trays is 17 Dr. Lyle tomatoes. Now, why those 2 particular brands? No reason except for the seeds were given to me by Joe at Garden State Gardener a couple years ago. So these are 2-year-old seeds. So hopefully they'll germinate. So that's those right there. And then here in these 2 trays, that would be 12 Homestead tomatoes, and they're from seeds from Hoss Tools. So that's going to be our tomatoes for the fall. We're going to plant some other stuff too. And I'm going to close this video by showing, we've been feeding the deer back there in that alley right there. So got a few clips of them. There's been 2 mama deers, but the mama deer and 1 fawn. But in these photos that you're going to see, there's 1 mama deer and 2 fawns. So I do not know what happened to the other females. Have not seen her in a week. So don't look at the date on the camera because it's wrong. I couldn't figure out how to reset it. It's John's camera, so I couldn't get the date to reset. I think it shows 2017, but their photos from just this past week. So hope you enjoyed the deer, hope you've enjoyed the video, and y'all take care and God bless.